It is our spotlight game. Number 1 Lakeville South at number 5 Rosemount. Cam Dean to Zach Jekyll. 10 yards, first down. Next play, Carson Hansen. 22-yard touchdown, 6-0. The number 1 Cougars in front.
They have a lot of playmakers. Carson Hansen is one of them. He gets the edge. He gets a look at the goal line. Yeah, he's gone.
Second quarter, Hansen takes the pitch. This is a 23-yard gain as Rosemount could not defend the edge. Dean back to pass, pressured. Miles Townsend, big sack and a loss of 13. Dean back to pass. Josh Jacobson, it's a screen. 23-yard pickup here. It sets up Ryder Patterson. A 25-yard touchdown run. Hansen makes it make it 14-0 with the 2-point.
Ryder Patterson's turn. They seem to all be good running behind that big offensive line. Lakeville South is unbeaten. They beat Rosemount 28-14.
Conversion, and then Rosemount gets the ball back. They got to make something happen here. Vincent Pine is the quarterback, deep in their own territory. Huge pass, great catch. And then it's Pine to Cedric Wall. Great catch there by Sam Kasecki. Then Cedric Wall on the receiving end of a 43-yard strike, and Rosemount down 14-7 halftime. Third quarter, Hansen, watch this. 57 yards up the middle for the touchdown, and South's up 21-7. Irish trying to fight back. Pine, pressured, takes off, runs for 25 yards and a big gain. They go back to the ground. Back-to-back 25-yard runs, this one coming from Will Priest. So they're starting to make some things happen on the ground. But the drive would end when Pine is picked off by Patterson in the end zone. Big interception. Lakeville goes back to work. Camden Dean's the quarterback, a design keeper. He will take it 33 yards down the sideline. That will then set up the next play, where Dean will find the Nebraska commit, Chase Androff, a 32-yard gain down to the 3. Couple of plays later, Dean would sneak it in, and Lakeville South seals the deal. They're now 5-0, big win over Rosemount tonight.
Yeah, I mean, that was our first touchdown we've given up since our first games, having our whole defense on the field. So our game plan going into the game, the preparement, our coaches just get us so prepared, and it's crazy. And we just get that game plan, and we do it every day in practice, and we make sure everyone knows what they're doing. So it's just as much as what's before the game as what we do in the game.
Our offense gets a lot of credit, but the defense credit goes to the defense. You know, they've only let up. Our starting defense has only let up, I think, 2 touchdowns this year. So a lot of credit goes to them, man.
The one thing that we really try to focus on is just giving every kid a manageable job. We don't try to put too much on them. And so for us as a defense, it's being sound in our alignment and our technique and being simple, and then getting after the quarterback and taking away their best plays. And there's times where they executed tonight, but overall I thought we did a great job.
So South is a solid number 1. Wayzata came in number 2, but they were upset tonight at home. Lance Nielsen Jr. for Centennial. Huge 35-yard run. It would lead to the only touchdown of the game off the pitch. Nielsen Jr. takes it in, 6-0 Centennial. Their defense with a huge interception late in the game, off the tip. Centennial shocks Wayzata tonight. 6-0 was the final. Mound coming into this game undefeated, taking on Fridley tonight. And here is a play by Devin Williams, and he puts the Tigers up 7-0 on the touchdown. But Tyler Von Bank had a big day. He scores off the direct snap, takes it in. They come back and win 28-21. Mound, a big win today.
Last year. Tonight, Fridley took on unbeaten Mound Westonka. Zach Gotch is a great running back for the Tigers. He had the long touchdown run. Fridley led 21-14 in the third quarter. Nice work, Scott Wise. But the Whitehawks came back. They scored the final 14 points. 6 came on that touchdown off the tipped pass. It was Jake Dahlman coming through on 4th down. Mound Westonka won 28-21. These are 2 of the best teams in Class 4A.
Our WCCO blimp high above the Minnetonka football field. The Skippers taking on St. Michael-Albertville. STMA gets a burst from Ryan Caden. He has the speed, and he will not be caught. Good crowd for this one. Tonka goes gadget. Joseph Grandu off the reverse. Will throw it to Cade Kenzemius for 6. Fun play, Minnetonka barely 23-20, huge win in a big game. Eagles at Prior Lake. Tyler Walden is 205-pound junior back. He runs hard and he is rewarded. One of those players who will get you the tough yards. Sometimes it's a touchdown. And from time to time, he'll break one. He got in the open down the sidelines, did everything but score a touchdown. I'm sure his teammates won't tease him about that. He did flip the field. That'll do it for you. The Eagles also got a high school rarity, a long field goal about 45 yards from Cole Nelson. Not many teams even try them that far out. Eden Prairie 52, Prior Lake 17. Festive atmosphere at Breck. The Mustangs waiting to take on Providence Academy. They were tied. The Lions roared and made it a rout. Jacob Meisner was in the middle of it. He took this one to the house. Providence was making a statement. They're unbeaten, and there is a reason. They are good. Jack Reller to Meisner through the air. He scores it. Providence was in the middle of a surge, and they just kept surging. Caden Lacombe from shorter distance. Providence Academy is 5-0 after a 42-14 win. This afternoon, the colors turning. St. Agnes turned it up on Minneapolis South. Landon Mickelson to Isaac Schmidt. He does the rest, and that took some work. A nose for the end zone, as they say. He wanted it. St. Agnes has only been beaten once this year. It was not today. Caleb Flood takes the punt and turns it into a 58-yard thing of beauty, a burst. You don't get these often in a career. They kept rolling. St. Agnes, look at him go. Beats Minneapolis South 43-3.
Nate Litke's opening touchdown demonstrated that the Panthers would be in control of this game all night long. In watching the Panthers score the opening touchdown, the Zephyrs' Jordan Hull had one word to describe it.
Frustrating.
I know.
Yeah. I like how when we're going in this game underdogs, the Prep Sports had us losing the game. So I just like being the underdog coming to this game.
The Zephyrs had to deal with this all night long, like with this other touchdown from Nick Ogile.
It works good because we have the triple option, and all three options we have great runners, so that helps a lot too for our offense.
This was a shutout until the fourth quarter when the Zephyrs finally found the end zone.
Keep working hard in practice, and hopefully we can see those guys soon because we definitely want to.
Nate Litke, and this is a 77-yard touchdown run for Spring Lake Park. They win tonight at Matamidi, huge one. 35-7 was the final. The new turf in Rogers. The Royals getting new turf. Also, Zimmerman in that school district getting new turf. Elk River will get new turf and be able to play on it mid-October. But it's Elk River at Rogers tonight, and wow, what a great rivalry this is. Elk River was ranked in the top 10 in 5A. Rogers was not. Tyson Velasic to Caden Peterson. Watch the catch off the tip. Huge touchdown to make it 20-7. Rogers would hand off to Peterson, who, let's see if we got, well, maybe that's all we got. Well, here it is. This is a handoff here. Peterson takes it in right there off the nice touchdown run. Second quarter, it's Mitch Jazerski taking it in from a yard out. And Rogers, it's all Rogers tonight. They win at home. Final score, 30-7. Hutch wins after losing to Becker last week. They've got that new turf, and you know, maybe that's helping their run game because they are running the ball well. And it was tackle cancer night, so a lot of incentive, and they were fired up. So the two running backs square off. It's this guy, Caden Spence, on the touchdown run from 6 yards out to make it 7-0 Zimmerman. A little bit later, he will catch the short pass and take it in. They're up 21-zip. Now, Jaskowiak comes back with a huge 58-yard touchdown run. He's a huge guy. He's 6'4", about 235. Big, long touchdown run, but it was all Zimmerman. Final score, and it was big, 49-7 final. And of course, a pretty good rivalry between these two football teams. Bennett Ellsworth to a wide open Spencer Pearson. Mayo takes the lead 6-0. But the Scarlets would come back. Xander Dittbenner finds NDSU commit Mackay Collins. Great catch, keeps it in bounds, sets up a touchdown run. And the final score tonight, Mankato West winning 30-6 the final. It was TC night in Buffalo tonight. They were taking on Andover. The Bison hosting Andover. They led by 11 in the fourth quarter, but the Huskies defense says enough's enough. Sophomore Chase Pemberton, the big interception, and then they go to work on the offense. Caden Wheeler, huge touchdown run, 17 unanswered points in the fourth quarter for Andover. They go on to win. Final score tonight was 24-18. Well, St. Thomas Academy against Irondale on Tackle Cancer Night at Irondale. Jake Borman, the pick, ends the night's hopes of cutting the lead before the break, and then Savion Hart takes it for the touchdown run here. The Cadets win 28-14. They were fired up tonight in White Bear. 2:20 to go, third quarter. The Ponies at the 8-yard line. Edward O'Keefe takes the ball up the gut for the touchdown. Stillwater winning tonight. Final score in a close game, 35-28. George Bajelis to Joey Gerlach. 24-yard touchdown pass for Woodbury, led 14-7, but then a key mistake by Woodbury's offense. Braden McDougall picks up the fumble, returns it 57 yards. He should have scored, but Joe Mahoney catches him from behind right there. He kind of let up. He shouldn't have. Next play, Jacob Schroeder takes it in. Eastridge, a huge win with that two-point conversion, 15-14. Pretty good sized kid. He's got a great arm. And tonight, taking on Burnsville, finds his favorite receiver so far, Brady Perriman. 21-yard touchdown strike. These two would connect twice tonight. Berth 26 of 38, 215 yards, 4 touchdowns, 48-35 Park. Edina hosting Farmington. Connor Weed connects with Brody Hanley for the first touchdown here for the Tigers to make it 6-0, and they would roll tonight. Great rollout. Let's check the score. 54-20, Farmington a winner. Rockford hosting Minnewaska tonight, and they give up the game's first touchdown. They've been doing this a lot this season, falling behind. Nice touchdown by Dalton Fredericks, and then they come roaring back. Patrick Andre punches it in from the goal line, and then later Caleb Richards lowers the shoulder and barrels into the end zone. Rockford is now 4-1. Big win tonight. Final score in the Mid-State, 43-12.
Very exciting second half. Brainerd already up 7-6. Preston Seibolds gets a toss and uses all 160 pounds of him to bring it in the end zone. With a couple of seconds left in the third, Carter Steffensmeyer takes his time to find a wide open Jackson Schoenrock touchdown Cardinals to end the third quarter. Just under 6 minutes left. Did you see that handoff? No. Well, neither did our camera guy. The senior Jed Kling gives the Warriors the lead, but not so fast. 2 minutes later, it's the same Cardinals senior to junior connection to tie it all up at 21. This game would go to overtime. The Cardinals got the field goal to go up 24-21, and the Brainerd gets a touchdown to win an exciting game over at Alexandria